can hold my hand, we can play in the graveyard, dream about joining in.
Hello everyone, it is Esther here and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I'm really sorry if there's any weird noises in the background because the radio is on downstairs and it's very loud and it's really annoying me. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today. Today I'm going to be going through the bad reviews of films that I love, and I've been thinking of doing this series for a very long time, but I've decided to start with Parasite because I actually watched it again last night. This would have been the third time I've seen it already, and I'm just obsessed. I love Parasite so much. It's honestly one of the best films ever made. Period. End of story. It's so good. Now I'm not going to be reviewing it or anything. I have made a video on 5 reasons why you should watch Parasite, which is a no spoiler sort of review thing of why you should watch it. However, as much as this film is loved by a ton of people, it has 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, how rare is that? And it's just done so well. But however, not everyone is going to love the films that we love, and we have to understand that some people just don't like the films that we like, and everyone has their own opinions. So today I'm going to be looking through bad reviews of Parasite to see why people dislike it. So to begin, I'm going to be looking at the app Cinetrack or Cinetrack or whatever. It's basically like a film app that you can use to track all the films that you watch, and the reason I use this instead of Letterboxd is simply because I prefer rating things out of 10 than 5. So actually the first review that you see is of a 5 out of 10 review, and this person said, totally overrated. If you want to watch lowlifes being miserable and entertaining, choose any episode of Shameless instead. I have serious doubts about the whole institution of the Oscar Awards. So as you can see, they're not getting the hype of this film, and I totally understand this because actually when I first watched Oldboy, I was so excited for it because I heard from everyone how amazing it was, and then I finally watched it and I was like, oh, is that it? You know, sometimes films take a little bit of thought, sometimes you've got to watch them again to appreciate them, and now I absolutely love Oldboy. I think I just hyped it up too much in my head and from other people, and I feel like that could be the same for Parasite as well, because if you hear like, this is the best film ever made, this is the best film of the decade, you know, sometimes you'll think, wow, this really has to be great, I'm gonna be crying, I'm gonna be laughing my head off throughout the whole film. And sometimes that just isn't the case. And to call them lowlives, I don't know if they're talking about the Park family or the Kim family, because honestly, I side with the Kim family. Like, I have a very strong belief in eat the rich, you know? Rich people should not be allowed to be that rich, okay? Alright, not while people are suffering. So I definitely side with the Kim family, and I think that honestly, why not? If people are going to be that rich and that stupid, just go on, scam them. I don't care. Like, sorry, but I don't really sympathize with rich people that much because they really do not have that many problems. Also about doubting the whole institution of Oscars, I don't really know what to tell you, but Parasite absolutely deserved it. And then another person put 6 out of 10, and all they could say was, well, ending was effed up. And that is very true, the ending was pretty effed up. A lot of Asian films often have quite a slow start, and they build up and they build up, and then right at the end they sort of kick you in the face. The best example I can think of is Audition. That's a Japanese film. It's directed by Takashi Miike. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but I love him so much. Audition is stunning, it's amazing, it's beautiful, it makes me want to puke, but it's also perfect. But yeah, the ending was effed up, and it's supposed to be, because it's supposed to make you think about, maybe rich people are scumbags, and maybe capitalism is a disease. This reviewer is very angry, but they still gave it 6 out of 10. How this piece of silly slapstick won so many awards and fascinates so many people is totally beyond my understanding. A highly overrated movie. Silly slapstick, wow. I mean, I didn't think of it like that. I think the comedy is perfect in this film. Yeah, it gets kind of silly, but it is also trying to make fun of rich people and of capitalism in general, so that's probably why it was so silly. And someone else replied with, or you were too lazy to read it, which honestly, sick burn, my dude. Another person gave it 7 out of 10. A well done movie for sure, but nothing special. 7 from me. My guess, the US audience finds it so fresh because they are not watching many foreign movies or shows in general. And I have to disagree with this. I mean, I've seen quite a few Asian films or films directed by popular Asian directors like Snowpiercer, Audition, The Handmaiden. Oh my goodness. If you haven't seen The Handmaiden, which was also directed by Bong Joon-ho, oh my god, The Handmaiden is like seriously one of the best films I've ever seen. Best lesbian romance ever created on screen. There are a lot of really, really good Asian films, especially South Korean films. There are so many amazing South Korean films. However, I don't agree with it being, nothing special. Like, dude, this film is perfectly crafted. There's so many, like, little Easter eggs and secret messages and motifs all throughout the film, and it's just so wonderfully crafted. That part at the end, I'm about to spoil it, so here you go. That part at the end where, God, I'm getting all emotional, where Mr. Park like holds his nose while he's like lifting up the dead body of the man from the basement, and then Mr. Kim's face just drops. Oh my god, my soul left my body. It was just so perfect. And seriously, how can you say this film is nothing special? It's so metaphorical. Excuse me, I don't understand how people can watch this and just think 6 out of 10. For me, it did not live up to expectations. It's a movie full of sociopaths, the protagonists most of all. Also, they are oddly confident and competent as scam artists, to the point it makes me wonder why they were ever able to scam their way into another job before. Now, this is quite interesting. When we're talking about whether protagonists are likable or unlikable, of course, some films purposefully make you hate the protagonist. If you watch Lolita, for example, you're put into the eyes of a predator, like, you're not supposed to like him. But basically, I think with Parasite, it's way more complex because there's like 3 different families. There's like the rich, the poor, and the really, really poor, and you're supposed to think like, who do I side with? Do these people deserve this? Do these people deserve that? But again, it's a symbol for capitalism and how if you try to get rich or get into the rich people world, you will just get killed, like poor Jessica. A very good film, not a great film, not best of the year, not best of the decade, tells a very small story well, but I kept waiting for things to head in a different direction. While the acting and cinematography were outstanding, this just didn't feel like it was on the same level for me as other 2019 films, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Joker, which was crammed from beginning to end with excellent acting. I'd say this movie was good, interesting, and the least amount of fun I've had watching a film since Marriage Story. This one, what I find interesting is how they say, I was expecting it to go in one direction and it didn't. Surely that's a good thing. Like, surely films are supposed to surprise you and interest you. So I don't really understand that part. And talking about Joker and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I haven't seen Hollywood. I don't want to watch it. And Joker, I have seen. Fucking loved that with my life. Joaquin Phoenix can have my children. Oh my god. Okay, I got way too excited. But yeah, I'm gonna end this film here. I'm gonna end this video here. It's basically a film. I've been talking for so long. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Have fun, stay safe, and watch Parasite for clear skin. Love you. Bye.